one of the verses that is just so important to me is, Lord, for you have been my hope, my confidence since my youth. And, I probably look really young to some of you. You're wondering how old I am. I'm 27, and, in my life, at a young age, I went through a lot of things that molded and shaped me into who I am right now. And if I would have gone down the path that was laid out in front of me, I don't know where I would be right now. My mom got pregnant with me when she was 16. She married my father, who was 19. They didn't know how to be parents. He struggled with addiction and drugs and alcohol, and there was a lot of abuse and violence and struggle in my home. And it went on like that for years. And I began to just crawl into a shell. I was scared to talk. I was scared to let anyone know how I was feeling. My goal was to cope with what was going on around me. And it was tough. But through that, at a young age, I began to just speak out and cry out to something greater than me because everything was out of my control. And there was one moment where I remember the first time I felt God's presence in my life. And it's still this clear to me today as it was when I was 6 years old. My father was beating my mom, and I had a baby brother. And I wanted to just protect him from what was happening. And I grabbed him and went and hid in a closet. And I could hear everything that was going outside of those doors. And I was so scared for my mom, and I was scared for just, in general, my brother and my safety. And I began to cry out to something greater than me. And I prayed. I said, I need help. I am so scared right now. And I began to pray, and I felt this overwhelming presence in that closet with me. And from that day on, I wanted to know what that presence was in my life. And, through years and years and years of experiences and walking through this life, I realized that voice was the voice of Jesus. And it has changed my whole life and laid out a path of confidence for me. Even though my father had abandoned me, even though things were out of my control, I had a confidence in him because I was not to be afraid. There was something greater than me there. And I wrote this song about that situation and just looking through the eyes of a child, because we've talked a lot about children this weekend, and you can really see purity in children, and you can see God's heart for us in the way that we view children, because God looks at us like a father. And this song is called The Child's Prayer. Now I lay me down to sleep as I pray to you. A child I may be, but I can still see through to you. And Lord, protect my baby brother, 'cause I don't want him to hear Mama crying as he hits her. Please keep us safe in here. Lord, I can't see you, but I know you're here, watching over me. Amen. Across the ocean, a little boy hasn't eaten in days, but in his own language he bows his head to the Lord and he prays. Lord, I can't see you, but I know you're here, watching They've done all they could, but the cancers come back again. She is scared, so she prays. Lord, I can't see you, but I know you're here, watching over me. Amen. Oh, Lord, I can't see you, but I know you're here, watching over me. Jesus, I love you. Have I told you that you're my best friend?